If you're an e-commerce brand looking to scale on TikTok Shop, one of the most frequent questions we get from brands who are considering working with us, having us run our affiliate outreach system for them is, okay, what empirical metrics can we expect starting from zero going into 30, 60, 90 days out? So in this video, I'm actually going to dive through the exact projection spreadsheet that we actually run through with brands on calls before starting working with them and show you what we're looking at in terms of target invites we're sending out, number of samples we're sending out, number of affiliates, and of course, the amount of affiliate revenue. So without further ado, let's dive in one by one, starting with these product metrics right here. So assuming a SKU price of around $30 and a COGS fulfillment and shipping cost combined of around $12, these are going to be the projections we're looking at per month. Now, all of these projections are hinged upon this number here, which is the number of target invites we're able to send to affiliates every single month. And that is dictated by the invite limits as shown right here, and as you can also see inside of your TikTok Shop affiliate dashboard. So based on your GMV tier for the past rolling 30 days, TikTok is going to allot you a certain number of unconnected creators that you're able to connect with per week. So just keep in mind, left column is 30 days, right column is per week. Now, if you're at $0, then you can't connect with anyone, but that's super simple. Just make a dummy order through an affiliate. We can help you out with that. That's not like a huge deal. Beyond that, I'm assuming that most of you guys are in this up to 2,000 category here, which means that you can connect with about 2,000 unconnected creators per week who have up to 20,000 followers. Now, if you are between 2,000 to 50,000, then you could do 7,000 per week with unlimited followers, and over 50,000 GMV, well, that's when the fun starts. That's when you go to town. But again, I'm assuming we're in this category right here. So based on 2,000 per week, that's going to come out to around 8,200 target invites sent per month. Now, from those 8,200 target invites, we can typically expect on average an acceptance rate of around 1.5%. Now, very large caveat here. This will swing widely depending upon your product category saturation. What I mean by that is if you are in a Goliath category like beauty, for example, selling a very saturated product, maybe you have a skincare products like a cleanser or something of the like, you're going to see this acceptance rate be much closer to around 0.5%. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, if you are in an untapped category with a completely unsaturated product, I mean, one of our clients, pets, definitely comes to mind, we've seen target invite acceptance rates as high as 20%. But again, two ends of the spectrum, typically a good average we like to take is around 1.5%. But again, that will depend. So based on 1.5% of these 8,200 target invites we've sent to affiliates, we're looking to have about 123 of those affiliates actually request a sample so that they can promote the product. And assuming an approval rate of around 70%, meaning for every 100 affiliates that request a sample, the brand will actually accept 70% to send a sample to. And assuming we have an average samples requested per creator of one sample, this can vary widely. I mean, we work with brands that have literally only one hero product that they want to promote on TikTok, so there is only one product they can send out. But we also work with some brands that have 6, 7 products that they want to test out with affiliates. So that will depend, but typically it's going to be just around one product. So that's going to mean that we're sending out per month around 86 samples. Then assuming a sample post rate of around 70%, so this is the percentage of affiliates that actually post after receiving the product, that means we're going to have around 60 active affiliates for our brand. And then right here is a very key metric, which is average revenue per affiliate. Now, this is a little bit deceptive because if you scrape the data from Calodata, TikTok Shop, wherever, in order to amalgamate all the revenue data and then just take the average of all brands, you'll typically see that this comes out to around $300. Can be as low as 100, can be as high as 1,000, especially for seasoned brands. But specifically in the beginning on TikTok Shop, this is going to be a lot lower. Typically, I'm not surprised when we see this close to 50, 100, 150 per affiliate. And the reason for this is twofold, is that on TikTok Shop, that first 90-day period is going to be a test period where you're going to be testing and optimizing two things. Number one is finding your hero product, because I will be the first to blatantly tell you upfront, I'll anti-sell you the dream. Not every product is going to work on TikTok Shop. And so especially if you're a multi-product brand, you want to be testing multiple products with affiliates and their audiences so that you can see which one actually performs the best. And so obviously that takes a testing window in order to do. And the second thing you need to optimize is you actually need to start your affiliate flywheel, because what's going to happen in the beginning, especially for new brands that don't have existing sales on the platform, is that affiliates are going to look at your products and they're going to see that you don't have sales yet, and that's going to be a little bit less enticing for them. I'll just tell you that up front. And so it is a lot harder to incentivize affiliates in order to promote your products in the beginning. But I'll show you how you can get past that, and when you do get past that, the ultimate reward that is waiting for you at the end of the tunnel. So let's put that at around $100 per affiliate. So that nets you a new affiliate revenue of around $6,000. Now, subtracting your cost of goods sold percentage, which is 40%, which is derived from this right here, and then also factoring in a return rate of around 4%, and then an affiliate commission percentage as well. So again, a note on this, typically if you scrape the data, you'll see that the average for this tends to be around 15% across all brands. In the beginning, for newer brands, we typically like to target this at around 30% if possible. And this is going to be one of the ways that we're going to incentivize affiliates to promote our product as opposed to any of the other products that they might have on offer, especially in the beginning when we don't have the proven sales starting that flywheel yet. So 30% is what we aim for. I realize that it's not possible for all brands. So if not 30%, then as close to that as we can get. And then your TikTok shop fee percentage, obviously this varies a little bit, but typically it's about 6% except for some cases. And then your sample cost of goods sold right here of just over $1,000. And this is computed based on the sample sent right here and the cost of goods sold, fulfillment and shipping cost right there. So after all is said and done, you're looking to net a new profit of around $172. And this brings me to my really main overarching point of this video, which is that, as I alluded to before, TikTok Shop, especially for newer brands, is a 90-day test run. If you're going into this thinking that, oh, I'm just gonna spam out some products and hopefully be profitable in 2 weeks, 30 days, that is not a mindset that is ultimately gonna allow you to win. Because like I said before, you need to optimize for finding that hero product, and you need to optimize for getting that creator flywheel started. And additionally, based off of that as well, is that you're typically not going to see this revenue coming in starting in that first 30 days. Because a general rule of thumb that we like to say is that any action that you take on Shop, especially at scale, is going to have about a 45-day effect, 45-day timeline in order to take effect. Which means that if you send out 8,200 target invites for that first 30 days, you're not going to see this new affiliate revenue in that first 30 days. It's going to take usually until about day 45 until you start seeing the ramp up to this number, where you start seeing that $200 per day coming in. That's going to get you to this on-track revenue right here. Now, obviously, this sounds all doom and gloom, but I will tell you, if you're willing to fight through this, this is what's ultimately going to get you into the higher tiers of outreach limits, as we can see right here, so that you can get ultimately to that 50K per month. You can go to town. And once you get to that point, this is where it gets a lot sexier, because then this target invites per month becomes, at least for our clients, this is what we're able to send. Obviously, you could use VAs, you could use softwares. There's nothing out there, to my knowledge, that actually does unlimited outreach. Like when we say unlimited, we actually do unlimited. So we can send out around 300,000 per month. We can actually send out more. We've just never had a client that needs to send out more than that. So that's what you end up sending per month. This typically drops a little bit. So we drop that to about 1%, just because at scale, you're going to be reaching some people who might not be as ideal of a fit. So that's going to be about 3,000 creators we're reaching per month. We'll keep the approval rate and samples per creator the same. So that's going to be about 2,100 samples requested per month. And at that 70% post rate, that's going to be about 170 affiliates per month. And then, like I said before, once you have that flywheel, once you're at scale, you're gonna see this number trend up towards the actual average of around $300. So that's when you're gonna start seeing much higher net revenue from affiliates. And then also, because of that flywheel at this point, you can actually bump down this affiliate commission percentage, since you don't need to exaggerate that as much in order to entice creators. So you can bump that down to 15% average easily, leaving you with a new profit of about $129 per month. And this is on a growing cadence. So obviously, if you do this for 3 months straight, then swap that out for a 9. That's what really starts getting you on track towards that 1.3 mil per month, with obviously this new profit down here, which is going to depend on your COGS, but that's a rough average. And so, yeah, these are just the numbers. So I hope this video was valuable for you. This is not my pontification. This is not my hot take. This is literally just the math. This is what we see. This is what happens. You can go scrape the data for yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. And you'll see that all these numbers kind of just fall into place. So this is really the game plan. This is the numbers. This is the projections you can expect. If you want to see more data and you like this, then like the video, of course, subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. And I'll also leave another video card on the screen right now, which has a video that talks about even more data that will basically get you ahead of all your competitors. So you can go and check that out. And also, if you want to just kind of skip the learning curve and literally just have us do this for you, then I'll also leave a link in the description so you can book a call with us and we can literally just do this 100% done for you, so you don't have to lift a finger, and help scale you up. So without further ado, I will talk to you guys soon.